Okay. Okay, gang, we're nearly ready. Oh, how come there's two windows open? Okay. 2 seconds, people that are waiting at home, I'm sorry. It's actually not the band this time. Are you ready, everyone? Now, make yourselves comfortable. So before they totally start, maybe those of you on Zoom, it's a webinar, so you have to use the Q&A or the chat feature. So if you hover with your mouse over the screen, Q&A and chat will pop up. If there's a problem with the sound, which I'm not sure I can solve, type in like we can't hear you. And the same thing on YouTube, you can probably type in at the live stream. So welcome everyone, we're absolutely delighted to have our band, Triskele, our house band, who are very cheeky actually. I don't know why we keep having them back. There's no name. Yeah, exactly, it's our cottage, not even our house band. So they're getting us in the mood for St. Patrick's Month. It's the whole Irish American Heritage Month. We have tomorrow a meeting for the members with Martino Moliere, who's the ex-ordinaire. If somebody is messing with the other thing, don't. Yeah. Okay, so we have this on 2 simulcasts, that's why, so somebody muted the other one, but it's the same person. Anyway, tomorrow, the Lord Mayor of Belfast is coming at 5 o'clock, and then on Monday we have our film club, we're showing Glory, which stars Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington, and it's about the 54th Regiment, which was the first black regiment in the Civil War from Massachusetts. And we had those because, of course, February is Black History Month, and we had a talk earlier on from the National Gallery in Washington talking about the art, the sculpture that August St. Gaudens made, who was born, of course, in Ireland. So it all ties in. And then next Saturday, is our soda bread and 5K sweater run. So you can go to our website, irish-us.org, and register for those, and we will be delighted with the support. That's Jen acting the maggot back there. But you'll hear more from her in just 2 seconds. They're tuning and they'll be ready to go. So let me know in the chat, as I say, if there's a problem with the sound. Otherwise, Banach Thíla Féile Pádraig, which is Blessings of St. Patrick, stay to you. And Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. We're delighted to have you. So thank you. And welcome to Triskele. She's over really Hello everybody, welcome tonight. So glad everyone can make it. Sharon's still tuning.
That is watching from Delaware. Say hello, Dad. Everybody say hello. Okay, you got that? So anyway, so don't mind the music stuff, okay? She says just to go away. Sarah called it at home. so if there's any request, check next week.
So once again, thank you very much for showing up tonight. We are Triskele. If you heard about us, well, man, you are far behind. Holy cow. We're the premier all-female Celtic band of the Capital Region. We're so glad that you can make it tonight. There's Sharon there on the 12th string. And the lady right here, Golden Daughter. Hi, Jen. And I got all those things.
I do that, which is 13 years ago. Yeah, so that's 13. Caroline started before I came into the picture. Marketing and I almost to come with you. It's called Triskele. Because I am the youngest of 16 Dublin, I never got to talk growing up. So I make up for it now and get back to judgment. That's all because of Sharon's fault. The term that was you and she said, that's what I want to say. She was like, I'll just say something. That's where the jokes came into. Anybody who wants a joke, if you're not used to, if you want a joke, just put your hand up as Paul knows well. I have a new pirate joke. A new one. Is it improved? It's not dirty, it's grand. What does the pirate say on his 80th birthday? happens when you go to Ireland because we do tours to Ireland. And believe it or not, our trip in September is going to happen. Right? Yay! Ireland's open up. Memories to come. A little bit of Irish, a little bit of Irish, that's what it is going to be found. Years to come. So I wrote this music and whatever. Because we're still in Dublin, but this is not we have to do this. You might know her as the park with the cars. I'm sorry, park with the car or the easy So anyway, let's see. Does that say? What does that say? It says C major. No, I don't. In the city, where the girls are so pretty, I ever spent my time on sweet money. As you live in the barrel, the streets are narrow, and cows and muzzles, lying like roses. Like cows and muzzles, lying like roses. So were her father and mother before. With the barrels, the streets broad and narrow, like cows and muzzles, lying like roses. This is a sad verse, get your hankies out. Audience participation. The cleaners in Ireland, when someone died, She died. That's a sad bunch of tuners. Right. She died of a fever, and no one could save her. And that was the end of reminder. Yes, you bring up your barrel to streets of the barrel, and muscles alive. Muscles Nice audience participation.
I know where you got those cleaners from, Rose.
You're going to have to work them because we're going to expect more than you know. Just saying. Mary and Joseph and all the others. Jen, did you get a copy of this? So, my daughter calls this Irish Catholic Guild. You know the song I'm talking about. We're doing this for she's on that. It's called I Love This Love. Children her mother in the Irish was Lord of Keith. She was just devastated. I grew up on but it's from America. My mother was devastated. We had a letter every month or something. Just what it's called. My daughter calls it the Irish Catholic Guild. The letter is your mother's uncle, so she's buried beneath it. Where's the Lord bless them? She threw her arms around his waist and lifted his face. A mother's arms are blessing. No matter how, keep her while she's living. You miss her when she's gone. And love her as a child. On my knee, I'll teach them the very same lesson that me mother taught to me. And mother's as a blessing, no matter where you go. Keep her while she's living, you'll miss her when she's gone. Love her as a child. Though feeble, old and gray, though you'll never miss your mother's love, till she's buried beneath her grave. Right home. I don't know if you get this joke, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Paddy goes into the pub. He's a friend of Sharon's and he has issues. So that explains everything. So, Paddy goes into the pub and he says, "How much is a pint?" Now you better get this one, Caroline. The barman says, it's $2 a pint and $7 a pitcher. And he said, I'll just have the pint, feck the photo.
All right. Pitch it. I think that was a double use. Well, because we're being sentimental, we should all sing this one together.
We're going to let you do it.
Tura lora lora, tura lora lai, tura lora lora. Hush now, don't you cry. Tura lora lora, tura lora lai, tura lora lora. That's an Irish lullaby. Try it again. Tura lora lora, tura lora lai, tura lora lora. Hush now, don't you cry. Oh, tura lora lora, tura lora lai, tura lora lora. That's an Irish lullaby. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure is like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, should I steal your heart away? One more time. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure is like the morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, should I steal your heart away? My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose.
Woo, well done. Oh, Mr. Paul. Hello, thank you, Paul. I have another one. So Paddy goes to the pharmacist and he's trying to get some pills. And the pharmacist says, sir, to get an antidepressant, you need a proper prescription. Just bringing me in, your marriage license doesn't work.
That's good.
Sorry.
All right, we're good. This is a song we don't do very often, but we just had the Olympics finish up, so I thought we'd try this one again. This was inspired by the London Olympics, and I don't know if you know this, but there's a fighter from Ireland that won a gold medal in the London Games, and her name is Katie Taylor. So,
But where is she from?
where else?
Dublin. And what part of Dublin?
I don't know.
She's a North Sider.
Northsider, like
saying.
your one here.
I'm just saying.
So I wrote this song, hope you like it. And did you all see Million Dollar Baby? Did you see that movie? Years ago, Paul Newman? Yeah. So you remember the fighter's name on the back? No? Makushla McCree, my little darling. All right. She was 10 years old, like most little girls. She dreamed of golden glove. But deep in the deep was her dear Katie, her father's youngest son. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. And that's how football, the brave one played. She followed her brothers into the rain. She'd win the heart of Irish pride, the only goal that Ireland ever won. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. 16 years later, London's ring, a Russian contender she'd find. Her father in her corner and gold in her eyes, a left gold medal she won. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. Makushla, Makushla, the golden Irish girl. Katie Taylor, she's no tall, she's tough as nails, the heart of Irish pride. Makushla, 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 Makushla. Makushla, 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 Makushla,
Sharon Wheeler.
She's still fighting, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't she just fight Ronda Rousey?
She did, yeah, she did. So anyway, Paul put his hand up.
Yes, you wanted to know all about how you can find out where we're going to be playing next. Thank you. All right. So for anyone out there, we are on Facebook, and you can find our whole schedule of events for the season is up there. But tomorrow, we're actually just going to be going up the road to Waterville Lake. We're going to be at Patrick's Pub
We have people coming.
from 7:30, let's try that again, 5:30 to 7:30. So get there. And what's really even better, and you're really lucky, not just because we're going to be there, but it's also restaurant week. So if you get there early enough, 2022, get your meals, and they got some really great menu going up. So we'll be there. And then next week, we're going to be at West Sand Lake. We're going to be at the Art Center. We're going to be up in Saratoga for the next 2 days also. Well, Glens Falls and Saratoga. So if you want any more information, well, yeah, we also have some private shows too. So there you go, in between.
So anyway, ready? We're doing a Gaelic song now. Anybody speak Gaelic here? I didn't ask you. Anybody here speak Gaelic besides your one? This is a Gaelic song. It's called Marún Galgialas, which means my faithful fair one. I'll do the Gaelic and Jen will translate into English. And who sings this? Do we know? Excuse me, Mrs. Stack. Do you know who sings?
It's written by Ian McEwen from the Isle of Mull.
Hey.
Marunga Gilas, 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 Marunga Gilas, not till to now. Cadwil me fay a root a gale cafe me, a coona gale on commission tree. You are my fair one, my only rare one. Return my fair one, oh hear me cry. Pretty my maiden, I'm sorrow laden. Without my fair one, I'll pine and die. Marunga Gilas, 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 Marunga Gilas, not till to now. I couldn't have commission tree. The pins in my lips, in the brown, like a seagull float to free. To all the shore, I bring the door. Because the maiden was dear to me. It's cold, my baby, I live my fair, I'm water through my hand climb. For there I'm bogged and all I dream of, for there I'm bogged up waiting time. Marunga Gilas, 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 Marunga Gilas, nothing to know. Cadwil me fay a root a gale cafe me, a coona gale on commission tree. Marunga Gilas, 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 Marunga Gilas, nothing to know. Cadwil me fay a root a gale cafe me, a coona gale on commission tree.
Just exposing the imagery to the Irish. Do you do fields or not?
Sure. Why not? If you do have any requests, no leave them for you.
I'm telling you this because Paul's not here, so. These two little brothers, the 7-year-old and the 4-year-old, the 7-year-old thinks he knows everything, right? So he says, I think it's time that we started swearing. Okay, so follow my lead. So you ready? So the two of them go down for breakfast, and the mother says to the 7-year-old, and what do you want for breakfast? He goes, I want Cocoa Puffs, bitch. So she sends him flying across the room, right? So the little 4-year-old, she looks at him and she goes, and what do you want for breakfast? And he goes, I don't know, but I don't want the flipping Cocoa Puffs. I might get a wee bit naughty, but Myra, as Karen and Elizabeth will vouch, swearing in there is not bad.
This is definitely a song that you have to know. If you're a soccer fan, you'll definitely know it. But this is really about what happened to folks who had to perhaps steal a little bread to feed their family, and they'd be put on the prison ships down to Van Diemen's Land, or otherwise known as Australia, and oftentimes never be seen again because it was such a long trip, and you had to start a new life once you finish your 7 years of transportation and whatnot.
My
by a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Let's hear you. Lord, I feel of black and white, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the field of Athenry. Lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Much you wait and hope and pray for her love and body babe. It's so lonely round the field of Athenry. Okay. Long line of fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wings, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. Oh, I got a hand up for a joke. Really? Oh God, thanks very much. So Mrs. Murphy went to the priest and she said, Father, my husband died last night. Jesus, and he said, oh, that's terrible. Did he have any last request, Mrs. Murphy? And she said, yes, Father. He said, Mary, put the gun down.
New song. This is actually the first venue we're playing this for. So a few years back, we heard a few other groups sing this and thought it was just a very beautiful song. She wanted to introduce this to you. You might have heard the song before called Grace. Anyone else heard that before? Mm-hmm. So it's about a marriage that took place, and when
Do you want Elizabeth to introduce?
yeah, exactly. So no, it's about a marriage that took place in Kalamazoo, and they only had 15 minutes together. So I think the song tells me the story. So I hope you enjoy it. As we go in this chapel here in Kalamazoo, I think about these last weeks where will we see the from this world. They have told us we must be earth and liberty. Yet all I want in this darkness is have you here with me. Oh, grace was holy, and the Lord is wonderful. But take me out of darkness, I will die.
How's our time? Do you have no home to go to? Almost up here. Back down. Okay, we gotta get you heading up to the north because we have friends here from the north. I hear there's someone here from the north from New Jersey. North Jersey? The north brother of New Jersey. Where's your brother?
He's not here.
I thought he was coming.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, our parents to play our own down. And many's the hours we had enough, I spent in that neat little town. Though sad misfortune came over me, that caused me to stray from the land. Far away from the friends and relation, to follow the black velvet band. Let's hear you. I rise, they shone like a diamond, diamond. Yet think she was queen of the land. And she was. And her hair hung full on her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was strolling down Broadway, not attempting to stray very hard, I met with a flowers of applying her trade in a bar. Well, the one she took from her customers, she slipped it right into his hand. And the cut running and took me away, I loved to the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond, diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And I am. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before judging jury next morning, for our trial I had to appear. The judge, he said, my young fellow, your face and making my tear. For 7 long years transportation, right on down to Handmaid's land. Far away from me, civilization, to follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond, diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And I am. And her hair hung full of her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. One more time. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond, diamond. yet think she was queen of the land.
And I am.
And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
You have to do a jazz song. No.
Daddy.
Excuse me, we're saying the best for
Oh, that's good, yeah. Do you,
Do you think we do?
no, I got culture, of course, to which
Do
you're
you think we're grand? I do have another joke. No, actually, no, I'd like to get serious.
No,
No, seriously.
seriously serious.
As I get older, yeah, just bear with me for a moment. As I get older and I remember all the people that I've lost along the way, I think to myself, Jesus, maybe a career as a tour guide wasn't for me.
Back yourself up, you.
So yes, join us for our tour of Ireland in September.
I thought that was funny. I don't know. You like it, Caroline? Thanks very much. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Here we go. Have a drink.
I'm ready for you.
Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman.
In the village of Kilgore, there's a maiden young and fair. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, she had long and golden hair. Then a countryman came riding up to her father's gate, mounted on a white stallion. He came at the smoker's gate.
Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman.
I have come to wed your daughter, Mary of the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver, I have land beyond compare. I will buy her silk and satin, and a gold ring for her hand. I will buy for her a mansion, I'll have servants too.
Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman.
Kind sir, I love a soldier, I have pledged to him me hand. I don't want your gold or silver, I don't want your hat or bag. Mary's father spoke up sharply, you will do as you were told. You'll marry him on Sunday, you'll wear his ring of gold.
Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Hear the village of Kilgore, just you see her running by. Come, Mary, there is midnight. She rides with a soldier boy. In the village there was music. You could hear her father say, step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Sunday is your wedding day. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. Right. We'll be messing with the ladies.
Don't be messing with us.
All right, you want to do something?
I don't care.
Don't care.
Do you want some Irish or do you want some non-Irish? Or do you want, no, Paul wants a joke. This isn't actually a joke, this is a true story. You ready for a true story? Who has grandkids here? Right, oh, you'll understand this. I asked my granddaughter to fetch me a newspaper the other day. She laughed and she said, oh, Grandma, you're so old. Why don't you just use my phone? So I took her phone and I slammed it against the wall and I killed a spider. Sorry, you want this one?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see.
I heard. 7 long years I loved her well. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. The more I kissed her, the more I loved her. The more I kissed her, the more she smiled. Soon I forgot my mother's teaching. Nancy had my heartbeat dialed. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. When I rose early in the morning, just like the curse, it was my need. I tried to rise, but was not able. Nancy had me by the knee. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. So I'm going back to the cabin weaving. I'll surely make those shuttles fly, for I made a more at the cabin weaving than ever I did in the dripping way. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. So come all you weavers, you cabin weavers. Come all you weavers, where you free. Beware of whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. She'll ruin you as she ruined me. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. There you go, Dean.
So this is another one. This is actually kind of a true story as well. When I was a kid,
Nice.
when I was a kid, my parents would always say, "Excuse my French," when they'd say a swear word, right? So I'll never forget my first day at school when the man said, "Does anybody here speak French?" Just saying.
That's a keeper, Carol.
Oh, I've got another one for Carol.
There's an hour later.
Carol, did you bring your jokes too?
No.
Okay.
So Sister Aloysius, she's 90 years old and she's teaching the kids. And she says to them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And little Mary is in the background. In the back. Of course, like your man in the red shirt there. She's way in the back and she puts her hand up and she goes, "I want to be a prostitute." Well, Sister Mary Aloysius nearly has a heart attack. She falls down on the church. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. "Mary, what did you say you want to be when you grow up?" "I want to be a prostitute." And she goes, "Oh, thanks be to Jesus. I thought you said you wanted to be a Protestant."
Don't be laughing at that.
So the next one is a wee bit of Gaelic as well. It's called Shularoon, which means "walk with me, my love."
Shularoon, Shula Sakaran, Shula Kyun, Shula Darsa, Shayli Long, Ishkajay to a morning song. I wish I was on yonder hill, 'twas there I'd sit and try my fill, and every tear would turn a little. Ishkajay to a morning song. Shul, shul, shularoon, shula sakaran, shula kyun, shula there's a shayli long, ishkajay to a morning song. I'll sell my rod, I'll sell my reel, I'll sell my only spinning wheel, to buy my love a sword of steel. jay to my morning song. Shoo, 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 la, moon. Shoo, a sucker of a shoo, la, cune. Shoo, the letters of the shady long. Ishka jay to my morning song. I carry my petals, I ride around the wild way I roam, until my parents shall wish me dead. It's my day to my morning song. Shoo, 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 la, doo. Shoo, the supper of the shoo, la, cune. Shoo, the days of the shady long. It's my day to my morning song. I wish it rain. I wish I had my heart a ring. And when you did, I am not complaining. It's the day to my morning song. Shoo, 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 la, doo. Shoo, the supper of the shoo, la, cune. Shoo, the days of the shady long. It's the day to my morning song. But now my love has gone too fast to try his fortune to embrace. The air comes at me back by chance. It's the day to the morning song. Shoo, 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 la, doo. Shoo, the supper of shoo, la, cune. Shoo, the days of the shady long. It's the day to my morning song. It's the day to my morning song. It's the day to my morning song. Thank you. I'm never so behind.
I know, it's your fault.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Shane's the Thomas Bjorn on too
Oh,
much
sorry.
time.
And this isn't even porn. This is not really, I mean, I find it very funny. Please tell me if you like it. Confucius say, if your eyes hurt after you were doing coffee, do you like the accent? If your eyes hurt after you were doing coffee, try taking a spoon out first.
Confucius, say.
Come on, Paul. Come on. That's good.
Let's do a little L silent, huh? All right.
Well, if you don't get it, talk to the person next to you. Just say,
Okay, sorry.
but where's I need it over. Right, so this is a story about the immigrants who came over from Ireland, with myself and your one and your one. Anyone else were immigrants? I don't know what it was like for other people. When I came over, my parents had no telephones. My parents had passed away, actually, so I would see my family because we could go back. We had telephones, we had planes, etc. But I'm trying to think of what it was like for Annie Moore, who came over. She knew she'd never see her land again that she loved. It's the land of your heart. Your heart is always wherever you were born. And that's how I feel. And I was just trying to imagine what it was like for a 15-year-old to come to a beautiful new country that has done so much for everybody, but knowing that your heart is always in the country where you were born and you'll never get back there. So this is about Annie Moore. I went down to, I saw the one in Ellis Island, and if you go to Ireland and Cork and Cove, there's a statue there also, a replica of the statue in Ireland. Ellis Island and Cove has the same statue. So if you ever get there, go see it. So it's called Isle of Hope.
And ironically, we're right in the dock section of the museum. And if you get an opportunity, please stop by. It's beautifully well done. And kudos to all you folks out here that made it happen. Elizabeth, you've done a beautiful job.
On the first day of January in 1892, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold of that Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, was all of 50 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fears, but it's not the isle I left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, I'll you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on my mind. In a little bag she carried all her past and history, and dreams of her future in the land of liberty. And courage is the passport when your old world disappears, for there's no future in the past when you're only 50 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fears, but it's not the isle I left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, I'll you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on my mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And in springtime when I came here and I stepped onto the pier, I thought of how it must have been when you're only 50 years. I love hope, I love tears, I love freedom, I love fears, but it's not the isle I left behind. That I love hunger, I love pain, you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on my mind. That I love hunger, I love pain, you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on my mind. But the Isle of Home is always on my mind. Isle of Home.
Yeah. So we're gonna go up north. North.
Oh, we're going up north.
Yeah, we are. So
Anybody here from Derry?
just the one girl.
It just happens to be one of our favorite songs.
I think I rather like it myself, being one people from the north.
And you must tell me when the Derry girls are going to be on, just so you.
Okay. So if you don't know the story, this is written by Brendan Bean. I said Brendan Bean. What the heck's wrong with me? Yeah, he's Bobby Sands. Sorry, get me straight, will you? Of course, one of the hunger strikers, and again, it was such troubled times, such hard times to just feed your family. If you stole bread, you'd have to go on a prison ship down to Van Diemen's Land. If you survived the trip, that was. In 1803, we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Dublin. Our Australia bound England home dry, marks of our veterans we kept. With our rusty iron chains, we cried for our ways. Good women we left in sorrow, with our mainsails unfurled and the persons we at the English untaught songs. I wish I was back home and free. I wish I was back home and free. At the mouths of the fire, we turn one to the soil, down below
woken out of a dream of a vision of old Robert Patton. The sun burned cruel, we were dished out the blue, and the O'Connor was down with a fever. 60 rebels today, gone for thousands a day. How many will never receive the I cursed them to hell as a bottom swell. Our shipwrecks like a mountain fire heights. Whitehorse rode high as the weather passed by. Tickets sold to haze like white. 5 weeks at the sea, we are now 43. Upon us we bear each morning. In our own slide, we're lost in time. Endless night without warning. One little lad is out for a man to live out his whole life this way. The wind and the rain, the wind is like a wind. But the years have gone by, I look with my mind, I tottered so soft I rebel and came, I want to say, oh, it's life's not done.
I guess we're done.
We have a song for you guys before we.
What do we got? I have a joke.
She's always got time for a joke, doesn't she?
Sorry. That's what Paul said, he wants a joke. No, this is kind of corny, but I thought it was really funny. I got addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around.
Oh my God. No, you can't just end on that. Come on.
Oh, no.
Dave thought it was funny, okay?
I think you need a Patty joke in there.
Right, yeah.
Patty's wife came home, no. I thought that was freaking funny, sorry. So Patty and his wife are watching television, and of course the man has control of the remote. And he keeps switching it back. He's going porno channel, fishing channel. Porno channel, fishing channel. So his wife says, for Christ's sake, Patty, would you ever leave it on the porno channel? Because you already know how to fish.
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. I pulled my hair and stole my comb, and that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please don't tell me who is he. Let the wind and the rain and the hail go by, the snow come falling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own at by and by. When she gets her line of her own, she won't tell them how when she goes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Moon that she loves still. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. I pulled my hair and stole my comb, that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he? Please would you tell me who is he? Please would you tell me who is he? Woo!
a couple of jokes. How do you what do you call a sleepwalking nun?
Sister Carol?
Sister Carol. No. I had to do.
Keep going.
You have no home to go to? No home to go to. How do you confuse an Irishman? Put 2 shovels up against the wall and tell him to take his pick.
Oh.
You liked it. Sorry.
Don't get picky. Don't get picky.
Here, where are you going?
All right. So,
You had back home in Derry, you
all
did.
right, we can do
Peggy
it.
Gordon,
The
a
Peggy.
Rolling Hills or Family Medley.
What do you like?
All around the hat, you want to do that?
Peggy Gordon.
Peggy's good.
Peggy.
Peggy's
Thank you.
Ooh.
I would just tease you a little bit.
And also, what was it? Remind me to tell you about the 3 men who go to heaven. They die and go to heaven. Just saying.
Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee. Come tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I wish I was in some lonesome valley where womankind cannot be found, where the pretty small birds do change their voices, and every moment a different sound. I'm so in love that I can't deny it. My heart lies smothered in my breast, but it's not for you to let the world know it. A troubled mind can know no rest. I put my head to a castle brandy. It was my fancy, I do declare. For when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking and wishing Peggy Gordon was here. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee. Come tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee, why I am slighted so by thee.
Yeah, baby.
As always, thank you for having us here. It's such a wonderful spot and such beautiful people to be. We know we have a crowd that is very much appreciating these traditional songs that we do and learning some more Gaelic and keeping
And
it
thank you for
alive.
our online people. Thank you for coming tonight. We can't see you, but thank you for coming to see us.
Yeah.
I'd like to do another medley for you.
I want to do the one about the three religions die and they go to heaven. And they get up to St. Peter and he says, sorry, I need to know your religion before I can put you in the right place. So the first one gets up and he says, I'm Baptist. And St. Peter says, that's grand. You can go into room 23. But whatever happens, you have to be very quiet. Shh. When you go past room 7. Right? So off he goes. So the next guy gets up and he goes, and you are? He goes, I'm Lutheran. Lutheran? Is that right? Lutheran. And he says, right, that's fine. You can go into room 33. 33. I just said that. And he said, but be very careful when you go past room 7. Shh. To be very quiet. So off he goes. And then the next man gets up and he goes, what are you? He goes, I'm Methodist. But before you send me anywhere, why do I have to be quiet when I go past room 7? And he goes, well, that's where all the Catholics are, and they don't think there's anybody else up here.
Let's see, I'm outnumbered. Well, in honor of St. Brigid's Day already passed, and in honor of the mothers in our midst us and around the world, this is a little medley we put together, and I think you'll recognize some of the tunes here.
There's an old armchair, and it means the world to me. When I used to sit there upon my mother's knee, and she read to me the stories children love to hear. Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair.
Mother's chair is old and dusty, and the color's fading fast. But for me it holds a memory of happy days long past.
Like the way she smiled and hold my hand, brush away my tears.
Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. Mother's chair is old and dusty, and the color's fading fast. But to me it holds a memory of happy days long past.
Like the way she smiled and hold my hand, brush away my tears.
Now there's no one to sit in mother's chair. Sunday go day, wishing me hard it was Sunday. Drink a buttermilk all the week, whiskey on a Sunday. Sunday go day, wishing me hard it was Sunday. Drink a buttermilk all the week, whiskey on a Sunday. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count as many tears while we all stop sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Bob, so thanks for
Can I
putting
just,
up with us.
yeah, and can I just say, it's just wonderful to perform and not see masks on people's faces. I think we've come a long way, guys, you know.
You had a Zoom request from an Irish Iser.
We just sang it.
What did you? Sorry.
Who's the Zoom person that
Mark,
asked
no,
for that?
no, Mark probably requested it before I saw the request, so yeah, he's happy. No, he's happy.
I
we
believe
did do it,
you
we did
did
do
do
it.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I'm
did.
just saying. Parting glass. So anyway, yes, we thank you to my husband, the saint. He's going to be a saint.
He's already a saint.
Well, he has to put up with the three of us, not just myself. Again, on St. Patrick's Day, it's our anniversary. And what did my husband and I do? We're singing, just singing. So, thanks to Elizabeth, Irish American Heritage,
Carolyn,
and
Paul,
Caroline
sorry.
with Paul, and everybody here who
All the
supports us,
volunteers,
for
thank you very
sponsoring us.
much.
Thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you. Your energy is what we feed off of. So can you give us some love?
It's our kickoff of the season.
All the hard days are gone. It's all beer and whiskey and songs from now on. Laugh at the darkness and dance until dawn. All of the hard days are gone.
We're all safe and warm here, my friends.
My friends,
The hard times are gone, sure they won't come again. Raise up your voices and give us a song.
All of the hard days are gone. All of the hard days are gone. It's all beer and whiskey and songs from now on. Laugh out the darkness and dance until dawn. All of the hard days are gone.
When life has been cloudy and gray, just take the bad memories and put them away.
The sun has come out, we waited so long. All of the hard days are gone. All of the hard days are gone. It's all beer and whiskey and songs from now on. Laugh at the darkness and dance until dawn. All of the hard days are gone.
So raise up your glasses and sing.
The hard times are gone, sure they don't mean a thing. You want to be happy, we'll take you along. All of the hard days are gone.
Let's hear you.
All of the hard days are gone. It's all beer and whiskey and songs from now on. Laugh at the darkness and dance until dawn. All of the hard days are gone. All of the hard days are gone. It's all beer and whiskey and songs from now on. Laugh at the darkness and dance until dawn. All of the hard days are gone. All of the hard days are gone. Woo!
Thank you.
So,
Thank you to Peter. Oh, yeah, Peter. Oh, thank you to Kevin McCrell. I almost gave his brother credit.
the Triskele motto is, if you like us, please tell everybody. And if you don't, shut up. what? You want to do it at the end of the day? This was a prayer I used to do as a child, and we've decided that we're going to put this in because she doesn't know when to shut up. I'm just saying.
At the end of the day,
Just kneel and pray. Thank you, Lord, for my work and play. I try to be good, for I know that I should. That's my prayer at the end of the day.
please pray for us.
Please pray for us. We need lots of prayer.
Great. Thank you all for coming out.
Safe home, safe travels, and hope to see you soon.
come to see us at
Please.
another concert,
There's no
please.
reason why you can't come out and see us now, right?
Waterville AOH on St. Patrick's Day. So come out and see us, please. No
Yeah.
cover either.
You can walk home.
Oh,
There you go.
amazing. That's what I'm talking
Or
about.
roll home. Thank you, everyone out there in virtual
Thanks, everybody.
land.
Elizabeth, as always, you're
The bomb.
something. I don't know what.
I have something.
Are we turned off Zoom?
No.
We're not
Thank
turned
you
off Zoom
all.
yet.
Virtual world. Oh, we can if you want.
Oh, sorry. Okay then.
Well, I mean, come on.
Oh, no, all right.
Oh, yes, fine, I tried.
What you? No, I'm done. For yourself, for yourself. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me a parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town that sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, to all she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Slán the Wally, safe home, and hope to see you soon. Love you guys.
We are Triskele, thank you.
Thank you all, everybody on YouTube and Zoom. And I have to say, when I was listening to the Annie Moore song, and even just now with the good night parting glass, I have to say I'm thinking of people in Ukraine fleeing their homes, as Irish people have done for 700 years, with maybe nothing but the clothes on their back. And so we, wish peace in Europe and Eastern Europe. And I'm just thinking of everybody that is not at home tonight and that is not safe. And I have to say my heart is heavy going into our High Holy Month. But anyway, so we'll be back tomorrow with the ex-Lord Mayor of Belfast, who is an actually fantastic man to have on a day like tomorrow, because he's a progressive man. He's a man that thinks about the future and where Northern Ireland will be post-Brexit and post-Good Friday Agreement and post all of those things. And then on Monday, we're showing Glory, which is about the first Black regiment in the Civil War, led by a man from Boston called Shaw. So lots to think about, I have to say, and lots to maybe achieve still. We're not further along from 1845, as we sometimes think. And our people, the Irish American people, have more in common with some of them, I think, than we think sometimes. So I'm looking forward to March. That's a kind of a downer to end on, I'm afraid, but we will be celebrating our heritage throughout the month. And our heritage is one of empathy and one of movement and one of acceptance. We have literally populated the entire globe. There's more Irish people in New York than there are in Ireland. And that has been true for 150 years. So here's to people that are looking for a home. And thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Caroline and Paul, for sponsoring tonight. Thank you, Triskele. You're amazing, as always. And our audience, who were lovely and well behaved, which is also a different new experience for us. And thanks so much, guys.